Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zara, a registered nurse working in the UK. Back in 2015, I had just completed my A-level studies and I decided to go straight to university to study BSc Adult Nursing at City University of London. I remember feeling so many emotions, from excitement to kind of scared. The one thing that really made me nervous was not knowing what to expect. So this is why I have created a mini series of nursing school survival guides. I am breaking down every single year of study and giving you guys my top tips, things that I have learned over the years so that you can feel prepared when you go into each year of study and of course when you go into placements as well. So remember to hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on the videos that I post. First year is all about understanding the underlying foundations of nursing care in your chosen field of practice. Every university is going to have a slightly different structure and also the modules that they offer as part of their course. When I was studying at university, these were the modules that I had in my first year. As you can see from the module names, it's very much focusing on the foundations, the principles of nursing care, making sure you're building those core clinical skills in your first year of practice. Like I said, universities are going to have slightly different wordings and they may also have different weighting in terms of credit per module. So do make sure you do check with your individual university requirements. Now let's talk about teaching in your first year. In terms of how you were taught at university, it is so different to when you're back in school or in college. You can expect in your first year to have lectures, either face-to-face or virtual, seminar groups, which is specific group work related to your specific field of practice, laboratory practicals, and these are usually associated with your human and anatomy modules. Guided independent study. This is allocated time that involves you undertaking independent study or specific group work. And of course, my most favorite part of the entire degree is the clinical placements and preparation for when you go out into placements. You will have placements throughout your whole 3 years of study. Your placements are actually made up of two elements: simulated practice, or SimPrac for short, and your clinical placements, which are provided by your placement providers. Simulated practice essentially involves clinical-based scenario teaching in a safe, controlled environment. I really did enjoy my SimPrac sessions at university. They were so much fun and it really does prepare you before you go out there into the real world of nursing on your placements. SimPrac sessions are lecture-led and usually combines teaching of community and hospital-based scenarios as well. So you really are gaining great insight. In terms of clinical placements, this is all dependent on your field of practice, and also a very big factor is the links that your university has to different placement providers. Your placements are usually just allocated by the university. You don't really get a choice in your first year or in your second year. The only time you do get to request for a specific placement is in fact in your management placement in third year, which I'll go into further in another video. One of the reasons why nursing is just so intense is because you're going to be exposed to a whole range of different types of exams and assessments that will really test your competency as you develop within your degree. And these include written assignments like essays, this is a classic form of assessment, examinations, this includes short answer questions, multiple choice, drug calculation exams, and scenario-based assessments as well. OSCES, these are practical assessments which enable you to demonstrate a particular communication, clinical, or teaching skill. Practice assessment documents, or PAD. I think this term can vary depending on which region you are in the UK, but ultimately this is a formal document assessment which you take with you to every single placement that you are allocated to, and within this document it assesses your clinical competencies and is your formal examination of when you're out there in practice. Now I do have a few top tips that I must share with you all as part of this nursing school survival guide for first year. The number one thing that I must emphasize is attend every single thing that is scheduled in your timetable. Now you're probably thinking, Zara, that's a bit of common sense. However, you hear so many people say that the first year of university is a chilled year and not to worry too much about things that are in your timetable or attending every single lecture. That is where the problem starts. Nursing degrees are not just about attending lectures. You are training to develop a very specific skill set in your career to help people with their lives. If you miss a lecture or a group work project, then you are potentially missing out on a very important skill that could help you when you're out there in practice or in placements. Everything is in your timetable for a reason. So if there's one thing to promise yourself at the start of first year is to be disciplined and attend everything that is on your timetable. Not panicking if you fail an assignment. Now that sounds a bit harsh.
Failing an assignment.
When you receive feedback on an assignment and you find that you haven't done too well, unfortunately you have failed, please do not panic. Your grades do not define you. In fact, I am going to share with you all a story. A little bit of a confession as well. I would describe myself as someone who is quite academic. I had not failed an assignment ever. Not at school, not at sixth form / college. And the first time I failed an assignment was at university. I literally was in this panic mode. It was such a horrible feeling, and I was so shocked when I got my result back that I had the audacity, I had the nerve to email my lecturer, I think you have given me the wrong mark for my assignment. Please can I have a second opinion on my marking? And the response that I got back was, nope, this is your grade. Please let me know when you wish to arrange a one-to-one meeting to go over the feedback. I was so devastated. But actually, through failing, I realized this doesn't determine whether or not I am a good nurse. What mattered is how I picked myself up following a failure. I received feedback, I met with my lecturer, and I went through the things that I needed to work on. I passed the assignment in the end, and I moved on. And that's what's important. It is very important to get organized once you allocated your placements. I've already done a video breaking down my top placement tips, so I'll leave the tag to the video somewhere here and also in the description box down below. Remember, your placement structure will be dependent on your university. When I was in first year, we only did a 12-week placement block at the end of the year, but I know that some universities do 2 placement blocks in first year, so really it depends. At the beginning of your program, your university should actually provide you with an overview of your placement blocks throughout the year. So that really is the best way to know what to expect in terms of your placement blocks in your first year. Now, I was very much old school when it came to writing notes at university. I had one of those pucker pads with the little dividers in the notebooks, and I thought I was so organized. I thought I was all bougie with my notebook and writing my notes with my colored pens and my highlighters. No. The best thing to do is electronic notes, and really it saves paper, it's more efficient, and it's just the way forward. So a common question that I have been asked before is what laptop to get when going to university. Now, when I was studying, I actually used an Acer Aspire laptop. You will need a laptop or a computer to do your assignments because most of your assignments will be also electronic and you will be submitting them electronically as well. If I could have, I would have purchased a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro laptop. The issue that I had with the Acer laptop was simply because of how heavy it was, so it wasn't very friendly for commuting. Otherwise, there wasn't really an issue with it, and so I didn't have any reason to purchase a new one. Now, whilst I didn't have a MacBook laptop, I did in fact have an iPad mini, so I purchased a Bluetooth keypad, and what I would do sometimes is take the iPad with me and type some lecture notes whilst I was in my lectures or in my seminars, and it was far more easier, far more commuting friendly as well. Entering into university is very exciting, and truly there is no other time like it. When I look back at my nursing journey, I really do cherish those moments where I signed up to a society and made new friends. I attempted to learn a new skill and really put myself out there outside of my comfort zone, and what better time to do it when you are at university. For more videos on student nursing life, do check out some of my my other videos. And if you've got any questions, do reach out to me on any of my socials and I'll try my best to answer your questions. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care and stay safe.